Hello, this is Whatcast, and I am Matt. As usual, I'm jumping back to the final debate now, the Flat Earth final debate that Will Duffy hosted last week sometime now. And I've had this sent to me time-stamped for some guy called Lindsay. I do not know what to expect. I haven't seen this, but someone's been asking me to cover this person. So I'm going to check them out and see what the fuss is about here. Let's see what Lindsay's got to say.
Lindsay, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
Awesome. Where are you located?
I'm in Auckland, New Zealand.
Okay, I like New Zealand. I haven't been there, but I like it.
Oh, it's a nice place.
Yeah, it is. Do you want to introduce yourself and let people know where to find you? I know you have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel called Tomb of Illumination. That's spelled WEWL-LUM INATION.
Easy for you to say.
It's pretty well shadow banned. Hasn't moved anywhere in the
That's what people usually say when nobody's interested in their channel.
last couple of years. I've got a Facebook under Lindsay Harris. If you look for the sunset, I've put up quite a few posts on there, but recently Facebook cleaned all the old posts off. So
Okay.
I think they did that worldwide, but
Yeah, anyway, moving on.
I've got a TikTok, but I don't put too much on there, but I can't really be bothered because nothing's really happening. I've got a private page.
I wonder if I've spoken to him if he does TikTok, because that's where I used to do all my debates.
On page. You want to get over there? That's and they won't link anything. Nothing's linked, no matter what you do and say.
Damn! They just won't link anything for him. It'd explode if they did. It'd take right off.
And all the bullshit they give you, they won't link my YouTube to Patreon or anything like that. So obviously they don't want to hear me.
Okay.
They're just censoring the truth as usual.
I'm only here for a laugh.
Okay.
So I know the Globe Theory is all a joke.
Okay.
That was a good one. I bet he was practicing that in the mirror all day.
Let
So
me
let me hear you out.
let me start by asking you a question from my trusty list here. Can you name a single globe prediction in the future that will fail and instead confirm a flat Earth? Now, to be clear, I'm talking about globe predictions that involve a date, a time, and a specific geographic location. There are thousands, by the way. Thousands of predictions. Can you name a single one that will fail and will actually confirm a flat Earth?
No, because all their information comes from the ancient Babylonians or the Chinese. It's all
China? Yeah. It's all the ancient civilizations that have told us. The Babylonians and the people from China.
documented. NASA's got all the files. They don't share all the nitty-gritties with the public. They just want you to follow their narrative of a globe. So and
they just happen to all massively work every single time completely perfectly. But it's all from the Babylonians, really. They're the ones that told us.
we know the rotations of the planets and the timings and when it's going to align with the sun and the Milky Way and create a solar eclipse. You only have to see which planet is hidden in the Milky Way that's causing the solar eclipse.
What? So this flat earther believes in planets, does he? Just because he wants to explain an eclipse?
It's not just the moon and sun. It's a third entity.
Oh, yeah, the dark sun, they call it, don't they?
And the Milky Way is like a straw that comes out of the center of the flat Earth over to the tropical gap, and it moves around like a clock arm. That Milky Way swings over a planet. In a particular time, you're going to get a solar eclipse.
Wow, the Milky Way's like an arm that comes out, like a clock hand. You know, he might be onto something with that. No, he's not onto fuck all with that. That's bollocks.
Whether it just nicks it or not, NASA knows this, and it's all about the flexing of the ecliptic plane and all the planets are on the ecliptic plane.
Oh, right. The ecliptic plane. And all the planets that most flat earthers don't think exist are all on this. And one of them planets is spinning around and blocking the sun, and that's an eclipse. And the Babylonians and the people from China have told us this.
That's why it's called a plane, the circular and flat 2D plane. There's no plane on a globe. You've just got this line drawn across your globe, but it's not a plane, is it?
He seems sane. I'll give him that.
I'm happy to hear you talk about the Milky Way. I'm happy to hear you talk about planets, because most flat earthers deny space, they deny planets. So it sounds like you disagree with flat earthers on that. You believe in space and planets and galaxies.
Most flat earthers don't have a clue about reality.
Yeah, they're all idiots other than me. He knows what's really going on. He sees all these spherical planets in the sky, thinks they're real planets, but the one we're on's definitely flat.
Well, they've gone so far and they're stuck in a groove. They don't know much.
Yeah, they don't know much. I'll agree with him there, but they probably still know more than you, because you're talking utter bollocks.
I can associate everything flat earth, all the ancients, all the documents,
Yeah, let's listen to the ancients. They had all the equipment to look at this stuff.
Paper, all the scripts, even the Bible. You're supposed to be a preacher, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, in the Bible, it describes it on the 17th of October, the second month, the 17th day of the second month.
Well, October's the second month.
Is when the southern magnetic field pops and separates from the northern hemisphere, because it comes up and overlays the northern hemisphere. It's just changing. This is changing the constellations when the stars come up and overlay the northern hemisphere stars. That's the changing constellations. That's your declination. Your tropical year is the southern hemisphere being drawn.
It's proper good. I'm really impressed. Lindsay seems to know all of this stuff, and no one else in the history of the world knows any of this stuff. It's quite good that he's figured it out.
Up, and it's all to do with the central vortex, which is a vortex like a heart. We call it a pump, but it's a
we. Who's we? You just said everyone else is a fucking idiot and you're the only one that knows any of this shit.
Vortex, it works like the heart, and it's to do with the electrical and the magnetic fields of Earth.
Oh, the electrical magnetic fields of Earth. And the stray planets that are getting in the way of the sun to cause the eclipses, and the black sun and everything else, and the other drivel that you just spoke.
And the whole southern hemisphere gets drawn into the north and back out again. This is even documented.
Will's nodding along like he's understanding a fucking word of this. This is the most load of shit I've ever heard in my life.
And good graphics and Epicor, the sun going like this. And I was telling people its system goes like this for years, and then Epicor came out with it and described it beautifully. This is down and out. That means the ecliptic
Well, he's got me there.
plane is flexed down, like a jellyfish down, and then flexes
Yeah, flex down like a jellyfish. They always flex down, them jellyfish, just like it.
back up in the north. And that's the ecliptic plane. And on there are all the planets. And in the dead center is the black hole. And the first...
Yeah. The centre's the black hole. The planets are doing this like a jellyfish around it. And one of them's getting in the way of the sun. This was a question about eclipses, by the way, if anyone's got a bit lost there.
First horse off the rank is the sun, right on the horizon of the black hole. It does a circle. And that's our 24-hour sun, 360 degrees.
24-hour sun in Antarctica, even though that would be an ice wall around any flat Earth, right? Or is he trying to pretend that Antarctica on his flat Earth is a continent and the sun just happens to go around there because the jellyfish thing's happening?
No! You can fuck off!
Hey,
And at night, you see it as Polaris.
hey, Lindsay,
Nobody understands all that stuff.
did I hear you in the past say the sun is a hermaphrodite?
It is. It's male and female. Back at creation, it is male and female. It's singular. Singularity in
What?
physics. But in our 3D physical realm, because back there it's 2D, it's a flat plane, nothingness, basically. Our realm is created from the 3D. When the sun's illuminated, boom, it creates the vortex, the S spiral inside it. You know, Superman with the S on here, and he goes up to the Antarctica.
Superman with the S on here, just so you know who he is. Because you wouldn't be able to picture Superman unless he told you what clothes he wore.
Or Arctic. Well, We live in this 3D realm where everything's exploded out in this moment in time that's on repeat. You see the stars come back every night to the exact same place, but only 3 minutes 56 different in time because
Yeah, exactly.
the sun is
I'll have whatever he's drinking.
shot ahead. And all your physics tells you the sun's quicker. It's all BS.
Yeah.
The stars are quicker.
Did I hear you also?
Yeah, it's all BS, what they tell you. But what I'm telling you, this jellyfish Superman bollocks, that's totally the truth.
Also say that the sun is a hermaphrodite and has children?
Well, you
Well, the sun fucked itself and produced baby suns, and that's what's knocking around up there, is it causing eclipses and shit.
could say, not about children, I can't remember that part, but
Yeah, I can't remember what bollocks I spoke on that day when I must have said that.
the sun, back in our realm, it's split off. So the moon is the feminine, gets separated. So you got the male and the female.
Ah.
But the sun's always back at the center, the real sun, the unseen pure plasma, magnetically locked in the center Arctic, just like the tokamak reactor, locked in the center. It's the real sun, unseen to man.
Yeah, you can't say the real sun. That's the fake sun. So the real sun's had babies. One of them's the sun, and the other one's the moon, because it was fucking itself up there.
Because it's in the vacuum of space, the real
And it gave birth.
vacuum. And the vacuum, there is an actual vacuum, which is the Milky Way. Everything gets sucked up to the tropical gap in through the Milky Way.
Oh, look at the... He's doing this. He's doing this. That naughty sun.
Into the pure, unseen sun before it comes down into the Arctic center as mist.
Comes down as mist. Must have missed that.
Into the purified, filtered, recycled water in the Buford Gaia, which gets sucked down into the earth and feeds the earth with recycled pure water.
Exactly. Makes more sense than what we think happens.
Okay. Hey, Lindsay, I'll be honest. Sometimes
I'll be honest. Why don't you just say Lindsay?
No, you can fuck off.
wonder if you're being serious or not.
Yeah, well, it's all written. And in your Bible, it talks about...
I think he is being serious. Like, he's obviously fucking mental.
Well, actually, it goes a bit deep, but there's
Yeah, it goes a bit deep. He couldn't remember the bollocks then.
several things to think about. But even go to the Greek mythology about Persephone and Demeter. Persephone goes into... You're talking about the sun just going under the world. It's going into the underworld. What's the underworld?
God.
You go online, and even physics knows the sun goes into the other hemisphere. So the northern hemisphere, that's how the sun's gone into the underworld. It's gone to the southern hemisphere.
What? Under the other side of the sphere. Hence the word hemisphere.
Now, the sun's out there on the perimeter, 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
It's on the perimeter, 24-hour sun in Antarctica. How the fuck would you see it then if it goes out of view for everyone else on the plane?
And Persephone's eating pomegranate.
Yeah, pomegranate.
But then she comes back for a season in the northern hemisphere, which is the summer. It's all about spring. She disappears after spring.
Yeah, it goes off for a sex session with itself. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit horny. I'm going to fuck off up there and have a bit of sex. Maybe produce some more baby sons.
Goes into the underworld, into the other hemisphere summer, then comes back for the northern hemisphere summer.
Okay.
That's the underworld.
All this talk in northern and southern hemispheres, I think we're talking about a globe here.
No, that's
No, not at all. No, just calling them hemispheres and saying southern and saying the sun goes underneath to the southern one, but I'm not talking about a globe at all.
the 24-hour sun, because after the 17th of October, the field splits off. So you get the 24-hour sun in Antarctica
Yeah, after the 17th of the second month, October.
after the 17th of October. You're only told it's September 23rd. But you'll find
But he knows the real answer is the 17th of October.
it pops out there the 17th of October. It stays out there for like nearly 6 months before the field comes back in and links again, becomes double, rises up, all the cultures knew about this field in the southern hemisphere coming up. That's why the Hindus have the elephant.
Yeah, elephant. It's like an elephant / jellyfish.
Representing strength, lifting the sky up, or the turtle mounting the other hemisphere, other turtle. All the
It's like a cross between an elephant, a jellyfish, and a turtle.
ancient cultures described it all, but it's all esoteric and no one really understands it.
Including you.
You've got to understand the magnetic field doesn't cross the tropics. We know that. NASA knows that.
Yeah, nature knows that.
That's why they tell you it's stronger at the both Arctics and weak at the equator, but they don't tell you that it doesn't cross the tropics. We know the wind doesn't, the tides don't. I mean, the currents don't.
What?
So these are going destroyed straight away.
What?
Hey, Lindsay, I really appreciate.
Man has his own
Trying to get rid of him.
arc of horizon. He only sees so far.
Yeah, you can only see so far. Is that the turtle, the elephant / jellyfish coming this way? No, I can't see it. It's gone out of view.
It's like the lens
I can see the 24-hour sun all the way over the other side of the plane. That's no problem.
of your eyeball. It's connected to the same thing. Man is of the earth.
Yeah.
You only see so far, equidistantly all the way over you. You cannot bring the sun back in because the sun is projection onto that dome. And that's you could say that's your firmament. So you can't draw the celestial bodies back from that perspective.
Yeah, from that perspective. The firmament, is it real or is it not? Is it just perspective? Is it real or is there planets within it, outside it? What's going on? Is there jellyfish up there?
Objects on Earth you can, but celestial bodies aren't of Earth. They're projections from creation onto your dome. So if you're having a light source
What?
cast onto your invisible dome, like a glass bowl, the light source, you're going to get this variance at sunrise and sunset. And these are the calculations you make in celestial navigation. What's it called? The variance or whatever they call it? Because it's the seasonal change.
Oh, Will, you're so polite. Cut him off.
Change goes from this to this tilting declination. So when you've got a light source cast onto it, you're going to have the light veer around the corner of your dome.
Yeah. The corner of the dome. Dome's got corners now.
If you like. You've got to understand this hemisphere is what Pythagoras was talking about. No, not a complete 360 circle.
Yeah, Pythagoras. Bring him into it.
Although the calculations work like that as a model, because when things come down on your horizon, you move away from them. That's what's happening. They're coming down on that horizon. If you approach it, it comes back up on your horizon. It's all understood if you follow celestial navigation. The ancient navigation books talk about the celestial bodies being cast on.
You unbelievable clown!
Onto that screen. And we living in a toroidal field, it is one big.
Oh my God. I've had so many people that when I've done flat earth content over the years telling me it's a toroidal field, it's a toroidal field, and then they can't explain. Maybe this is one of the pricks.
Screen, parabolic projections from both hemispheres.
Hey, Lindsay.
What comes from creation is the center Arctic is imitated in our tropical gap. The tropical gap
Fake news.
is the firmament.
Gotcha.
Two south poles meeting, it's firm. That's why we have a tropical gap. It's the dielectric zone.
Hey,
Firm.
Lindsay, I really appreciate you coming. We've got other people that want to get on,
Yeah.
so I really appreciate
Fuck off, in other words.
No, mate!
you taking your time.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye.
Fucking hell. He was like way more unhinged than I ever expected. I was told that he was absolutely fucking loony. And he genuinely, I thought it was a figure of speech, like he's a bit weird. No, he's loony. He's mental. Send for the straitjackets for Lindsay. Thank you so much for watching. Buymeacoffee.com/whatcast to support the show. Or join as a member. Like there's member thing here. I don't know. I've got no members. Be a member. That'd do. Cheers. I might start live streaming soon. Why not? See you later.